Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream of Assassin's Creed Origins, my 100% playthrough. Today we may be getting a lot of progress done actually. We will be clearing out this location here. We'll be trying to clear out Fayum. We'll be making our way over to Fayum Oasis. No idea if we're going to be able to make any story progress today, but we'll definitely be making a lot of progress towards 1% completion. Before we get things going, it's going to start off with Retta. Here, no audio. Going to meet Retta, see if we can do like a daily quest. And if we can, if it's like in a reasonable area, then we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. And what's the train of thought? We'll go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and do the side quest stuff, the location stuff.
Tomb raiders are taking the treasures of our people, Bayek. They steal from our sacred tombs and leave our dead destroyed. We must stop them. And by we, I mostly mean you. But I will reward you well for dealing with these heathens.
In one moment to test my audio because I'm kind of getting a little bit pessimistic again. Working great. Actually, I kind of did something. Okay, where is this? Yeah, we're not gonna do that here. We'll possibly do the next one later. Tomorrow. I mean, but you, or I'm not gonna worry about you. I was gonna say I kind of made an achievement today. When I was a kid, there's so many Pokemon games. I pretty much from Gen 1 to Gen 8. Gen 8 was the first time that I ever beaten a Pokemon game. And I don't really count like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and I don't count Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon and the Pokemon Ranger games. Although I did beat Pokemon Ranger 1 and I did beat Pokemon Red Rescue, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Explorers of Time / Darkness / Sky. I can't remember which game I played, but it's one of those games. I have never beaten an actual Pokemon game from the mainline series. And I've been kind of on a journey to 100% every single game in each generation, every main generation game that I played in the past but could never beat. And I played every single generation game at least once, but I've never beaten most of them. And so far, I have beaten Pokemon Crystal on the Game Boy Advance, although it wasn't 100% completion. By that I mean I didn't complete the Pokedex. I did beat the Elite Four, but I didn't do, I did beat the Elite Four, but I didn't do the post-game in Kanto. And I'm on an emulator. I 100% completed the Pokedex in Kanto, and Pokemon Red, and Pokemon Emerald, and also in Pokemon Fire Red. I just beat Fire Red this morning for the first time. I was never able to beat that game as a kid. And I just feel so proud of myself. Like, literally this morning, I spent like a couple hours just working on that game, and I finally was able to beat it. Since I already completed the National Dex in Pokemon Emerald, I didn't really feel like it being necessary for me to complete the National Dex in Pokemon Fire Red, since it's the same Pokemon. So I just did like the regional Dex. But, my god, was that actually insane. And I actually downloaded a Pokemon Color emulator, and I downloaded Pokemon Crystal because I wanted to replay Pokemon Crystal because I kind of fucked up a bit, and I had a very bad team. There's only like a few Pokemon that are actually really good, and wanted to have like another run that game with an actually decent team. And I wanted to actually complete the Pokedex, because I didn't really bother trying to complete the Pokedex in my first playthrough because it was just Game Boy Advance, and
Whoa. What?
just Game Boy Advance, and I didn't really
They will attack on sight here.
couldn't really like do any trading across different games because no one I know near me would be able to play Pokemon to trade the game with me. I don't have a cable anyway. But with I was playing an emulator. Was it actually? Was actually able to spawn in the Pokemon that are from different games.
Hey, what? Hey. Hey. This shit.
I'm just gonna run.
Shit. We must keep up.
I don't know why that didn't work. Like I was we're looking right at him, but he wasn't even like, I was looking right at the boss guy and I completely missed him entirely. I kind of figured out like what team I want to use in Pokemon Crystal, and it's all team like Pokemon that I never really used before, barring Typhlosion, because I played like every single starter in Pokemon Crystal or Pokemon Gold actually. I played it in the past, but I could never actually.
What?
I never actually get far in that game as a kid.
Hey.
I love how this is kind of like an interesting little design. How enemies,
Happy to die for it. Shit! Trouble here! Alarm!
how enemies just get alerted every you throw like projectile and they take cover.
Hey, what? Die, mongrel!
There we go. How many skill points do I have? I have one, not to get anything. I am gonna try and beat like every single Pokemon game in the series up until the Switch era. But it's gonna take like a long process. It's gonna take like a long time. But at this point, like, I've completed the first 3 generations, although I am replaying Generation 2. A fort? This isn't a fort. An outpost? Why is it? Why is there a bonfire? There's no guards. Maybe this was planned to be a fort in beta, but they entered a treasure location? That's weird. In this stream, I'm actually going to be completing a mission that I never played before because it wasn't actually available at launch. Tell me. And this mission is actually a Final Fantasy 15 Easter egg. For those curious, I don't think that I will ever play a Final Fantasy game. I just don't really think it's the type of games that's for me. I just kind of tend to dislike games with long boss fights, I guess you could say. And Final Fantasy games tend to have like very long boss fights. There are exceptions to that. There's a lot of games I play on this channel where they like a lot of games that come up on the channel where the boss fights are kind of long. But like say Final Fantasy, was it Final Fantasy 7, the remakes they made of that game? If you were to, like some of the bosses for, oh, this was Tomb. Some of the bosses for, Final Fantasy 7, for example, there were the enemies have a lot of health and you don't really deal that much damage, and it just kind of feels like that it's just doesn't really have an end, I guess you could say. This man was working for Cleopatra. He betrayed Giza, he betrayed my love, Rujek, and he betrayed the gods. This loot has been cursed. He who touches it touches the Sadcom Minmontu. Was here taken by Ra. Remain Rujak's eternal goddess Sophia. Take a look at the Weaver she has.
Whoa.
I haven't done a stone circle in a while. I wonder when I'll do the next one.
Let me lighten your purse.
Habibi tayered mer.
Sold. A pleasure.
There is a blacksmith. Blends in. I can't. gotta be a blacksmith here. I can't see it, it just blends in. Well, we can try and sell the items at this blacksmith and see if that collector's outfit's still there.
I was sure it.
Many thought the same. It is no mark against you.
By chance, I spoke to a priest of Anubis. Clear the way! Move! Now!
How fare you, my friend? Need something? So. All right.
Okay, let's go back here and hope to God that item is still there. Really want to get that outfit. I think I might be close to getting all the outfits in this game.
Can I help you, traveler?
Yes.
All right then.
Covenant?
Farewell.
Collector outfit. I want to do a tomb. Already beginning to sweat like so much. I really need to get like a new fan in my. The fan, my ceiling fan, actually kind of sorted out, I guess you could say. I don't know how it happened, but like one night whenever I tried to start the fan, every single time like I pulled the chain to set the fan speed, my room power in my room would just go completely out, and it got to the point that I had to call an electrician to try and figure out what's going on. And he basically figured out that it was the fan. It was a ceiling fan that was causing the blackout in my room. So, and it kind of was reaffirmed when the ceiling fan no longer turned on. Like, it no longer did anything. Like, I pulled the chain and nothing happened. It just didn't respond. And basically kind of figured out that this wiring in the ceiling fan was damaged. It was either the ceiling fan, the wiring of the fan itself, it was a wire, or if it was a motor for the fan. I think it was a motor for the fan is what he kind of settled on. And yeah, since that happened and I couldn't actually I couldn't stop it. I couldn't actually start the fan again. Like, I just been getting like so hot in my room. It's getting to the point like we're going into summer right now. We're not in summer already. It's always so hard for me to tell like where. It's always so hard for me to tell when the season starts. It's for me like right now. It feels like it's summer because it's just so hot where I live, but it's probably closer to the end of spring. I really need a new ceiling fan. Am I back? around for silica. Go through there. I haven't seen silica once. I hope I'm not missing anything. I want to climb up because I don't know. There's not anything up there. Our first silica. How many are we at? We are at 33. What are we supposed to do? I think we're supposed to weigh down this platform. Any more things here? Got like a lot of text there. Hear my door make noises. What's the point of this? Oh, I can weigh this down. Okay. Parents actually just kind of got back from their vacation in Mexico. They were staying at a resort in Puerto Vallarta, and Vallarta, I think that's how it's pronounced. And that's actually kind of interesting because they actually kind of brought back that second silica. They brought back some souvenirs from me, like a glass Puerto Vallarta mug. I see here. Kind of hard for me to show it. I got a Day of the Dead Star Wars theme. Kind of see the Stormtrooper helmet as the markings that they paint on the skull for the Day of the paint on skulls for the Day of the Dead celebration. And I also got some pesos, $20 peso bill. And some peso coin souvenirs from Mexico. I kind of got some little knickknacks for it. I honestly wouldn't mind traveling to Mexico. It's just probably not a good time to travel right now. Relations between America and Mexico are kind of shit right now because of our president trying to make enemies of the world. And basically, like, there was a point, there's stories we heard of pretty much every Mexican person there, like, kind of referring to Americans as gringos, all this kind of stuff. And apparently, one of Dad's friends who has a house in Puerto Vallarta was drugged in his home because he invited someone over and he for like his birthday, and he ended up drugging him. And because he invited him over, the police didn't really do anything for some reason. So, in 3 years, he had built more than half this great edifice at Craftsman Gang. I would love to be able to visit like different like countries at some point in my future. It's just, unfortunately, it's not really good. I'm now.
Ancient writing from the Old Kingdom.
Looks like the X. I can see sunlight. I want to go back this way. Oh, so because we got 4 out for this. Nothing else here. I haven't seen the ancient mechanism yet. Oh, hi. I see daylight. I actually want to look into this real quick, because I thought there was an ancient mechanism. I keep on thinking there's ancient mechanisms here in tombs. I see origins. Hold on, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so Golden Tomb has ancient mechanism. No Mark's Tomb has an ancient mechanism. Three, there's four. I'm just gonna favorite this page. Okay, so there's four tombs with ancient mechanisms, and we just haven't like done one yet. I am so used to playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. For those curious, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, when you whistle for your mount, and by the way, whistling for your mount is kind of stubborn, especially after you just clear like an enemies and like group of enemies on the road. Sometimes it doesn't really come immediately, and you have to just experiment. But anyway, I'm so used to Assassin's Creed Shadows, where when you summon your mount, you automatically mount it when it runs up to you, which is just really cool. Killed all and hung as bait. Do all bandits lack such respect for the dead? I've also been kind of made aware that there's sometimes, like, I kind of figured out the reason why my microphone doesn't really pick up everything that is being said, essentially. And it's because I'm not really... Because I'm not really, like, speaking clearly, and I'm not really speaking at a high volume, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna try and, like, speak more clearly, and I'm gonna try and speak louder. Just to try and, like, make sure that my microphone picks up what I'm saying. Something I was kind of made aware of in the past is, I kind of tend to mumble. I kind of tend to talk on my breath, which is kind of a problem. But I'm trying to do better here. I'm trying to speak a little bit more clearly. It's gonna take some time.
Whoa.
It's kind of difficult. It's streaming is essentially like a massive learning process. Like a lot of people may think it's easy, and maybe on paper it is. Like you just like hit a button, stream for play a game for a couple hours, and just provide commentary throughout it. But kind of a lot more nuance to streaming. That isn't really as known. But it's kind of it's just
Someone has been here recently.
oh fuck, hi. Like one of the things that I just kind of was made aware of high. Get over here, horse. I really like all about the clarity in their speaking is what I kind of figured out. Like it's
By the gods! This beast try to cut me! My death.
there you go. Let's just do this quest as a little distraction.
That was extraordinary. Well done. Who sent you? Was it Kition or Heraclides? They thought I couldn't handle myself out here, but we've shown them, haven't we?
Have we? What are you doing out here?
Are you joking, Neb? We are searching for the lost vault of the great Sneferu, the founder of the golden age of the old kingdom.
And how are we doing that?
Didn't they tell you anything before they sent you after me?
Remind me.
According to my research, Sneferu hid 3 artifacts in his pyramids. One in the Medum, his first and failed pyramid. Another in the Bent, whose design he obviously modified after the Medum's collapse. And one in his final masterpiece and tomb, the Shining Pyramid. I have one artifact, but those bandits stole another from me. You'll need to get it back for us.
Where was this?
They camp in the cliffs to the west of Memphis. You can find them by following the stream. Also, you'll need to find a way into the Shining Pyramid to get the last artifact. I think there's an opening high up, but it's quite the climb. In my youth, I could have done it, but...
I will take a look. How many bandits were there?
all of them, I think.
That is not helpful at all. It's actually a DLC quest. I would... Oh, that's our first Mirage. That is actually kind of interesting. Kind of looks like you're going into, like, hyperspace. I was gonna say that I played this game for so long and I haven't seen, like, a noticeable Mirage yet. Especially our first one. What's that? Someone shooting at me?
Whoa.
The thing is, we killed the captain here, so we should just be able to just rush right through this place. Once again, I'm forgetting that this is an Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Shadows, so you think I'll get used to the all damage thing, but...
What on earth? Must be drunk. Hey, what?
Die!
I'll have your guts for that!
actually gonna get some arrows.
Why are you here?
Oh, my ammo's full.
I'll deal with you as
What?
I'll kill you!
I was actually kind of experimenting there a bit because I wondered if
This must be the artifact the bandit stole from Mercus. Strange thing.
I was wondering if I was kind of fighting those shielded enemies wrong. I was thinking that maybe I just use right trigger to break their defense and then follow it up with light attacks, but it didn't work. I honestly kind of, as weird as it sounds, I kind of wish there's more tombs to explore in this game. There's already a lot. We've already done quite a bit of them. It's just one thing I did like about Assassin's Creed Odyssey is how there were like tombs in every single region, I swear to God, and it was just a lot of fun for me to explore. Tombs in Odyssey was kind of dumbed down in this puzzle mechanics than were in Assassin's Creed Origins. In Odyssey, the tombs are kind of more traversal based, where you had to figure out a path forward, whereas in Assassin's Creed Origins, the tombs were puzzle-based, where you had to solve puzzles and rest. Like, the most you would have to do in the tombs in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for example, is literally just move blocks. Move blocks along the track to make a path. That's all you do. And I wouldn't really consider that to be a puzzle. Kind of more so like a, I don't know what you call it. The thing I also will say is, I've been kind of working on drafting an outline for book 2 of my novel project. And it's something I could talk about for a bit. I have like all these different ideas of things I could do, and I genuinely believe the part 2 is probably like the longest section I will ever write for a book. But my God, it's just incredible. Like, it was just what I'm trying to do, what I'm gonna be writing for. I can already tell that it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a massive like improvement as far as the plot in book 1, and oh, this bad me. Like for an example is it's kind of like a lot more tragic. Like the main character is kind of has to like go through like a lot of turmoil and stuff, but it has like so many powerful writings in it, and it just the level like symbolism that I'm trying to include in my novel project is it could really be something incredible. It really depends. It really depends on how it is written, how it's actually written, not just in outline form, in but in actual novel form. If it was written well, it could be like a very powerful, probably the most powerful story I would write in my novel project. But it could also be,
This plain-looking artifact must have some hidden value if it was stored among such treasures. Time to find Merkes and see what these 3 artifacts add up to.
it all entirely depends on how well I write this. It could be like a very powerful story, or it could just be like a disappointment, and it's really up to me, the writer, to be able to kind of power through. But at least from what I've seen, how I kind of envision the story, it could be like a very powerful story. I'm successful.
I have retrieved the other 2 artifacts.
Aha! This confirms my theory. By Ra, that's it. The artifacts form a diagram, but a part is missing. There's no way to connect them. But there's a passage in the Egyptiaca that says, the path is clear atop the shining tip. And the inscriptions on this artifact must mean the Pyramidion on top of Sneferu's tomb, the Shining Pyramid. I'm sure the key to the mystery is up there. Why don't you just run up and take a look?
What are we looking for at the end of this?
The priceless treasures of Sneferu have been lost to the ages. We will be heroes when we recover them and bring them out into the light of day.
Hey, I am no grave robber.
No, of course not. I promise you, this will not disturb anyone's rest in the field of reeds.
I will climb up and see what I can find.
What mirage am I seeing now? I'm seeing something, like there's some type of mirage. And it's over now. I mean, I also kind of seen like a lot of mixed reviews, like specifically for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like a lot of them I can kind of dismiss. Like there's a lot of people out there that are just trying to make a stink of Assassin's Creed Shadows because of the controversy surrounding that game.
The top of the tomb of Sneferu. There are strange slots here. Maybe if I... These 3 artifacts fit perfectly into the slots of the capstone. It is a diagram. From here at the Shining Pyramid, it seems to indicate those ruins out east. That's where we will find the vault.
Like what I was gonna say is, like a lot of the criticisms for Assassin's Creed Shadows actually stems from people that just kind of want to make a big stink of the game because of the controversy surrounding it. Like, oh, like, Yasuke as a Black Samurai, oh no, as a playable character. Or like all the freaking Assassin's Creed, like, change history.
Form a wall together. Keep the net safe.
It's just, there's a lot of, like, controversy surrounding it that just... It really doesn't really matter that much in the end, but then there's people who actually play the game and just acknowledge that there's a lot of fun to be played here. Are you fucking kidding me? I encountered like a lot of people, like a few people actually, a little bit more correct.
Whoa.
That actually kind of claimed that Assassin's Creed Shadows like one of the best like Assassin's Creed games I played recently. I'm definitely starting to see it myself, but it's just a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people that just
And what did you
trash
see?
that game.
What? Don't keep me in suspense. Did you find anything?
Quite the view. The markers fit into place upon the capstone and create a complete diagram.
You are remarkable. And does it explain the riddle in the histories about where to find the vault?
Mm-hmm. I suspect it meant something to the east of us. I could make out what looks like a ruined temple now.
Follow me. I'll get us there.
Do not rush into trouble again.
With you at my side? Never.
How did you cross paths with the bandits earlier?
Oh, I enlisted their help to find the missing artifacts.
What? You mean you hired them?
Well, their leader, Belosh, claimed he knew the desert better than anyone. I didn't think they would turn on me. I didn't know they were those kind of bandits.
There are no other kinds of bandits. They all pillage and kill for coin.
Yes, they seemed rather intent on both, having stolen one artifact from me and then trying to kill me for the other.
You are a hazard to yourself.
I've been told that before.
I can't remember how this quest
Here
ends.
we are. The entrance will be hidden, of course.
The ground seems soft here. Let's see what is beneath the sand.
By Ra, I wonder what we'll find. One last deadly obstacle. I told you there was nothing to worry about. Come along. This way. You first.
Oh, hi.
Hope we aren't anchoring Watchet. We are the first to set foot here in more than 2,000 years. The treasures that must be here. Nothing to worry about. You did exactly as I would have told you, if you hadn't acted so quickly.
What is this? I don't remember this at all. I know I did this quest before.
A perfectly preserved pyramidion. A relic of the gods, and the origin of all good things. The first rays of Ra would fall upon it.
Oh my. By Ra, all that is divine beauty. Do your eyes see what mine see?
This room has been perfectly preserved.
Untouched since Sneferu's reign.
Is this it? It is mostly filled with old scrolls. Not much gold.
Such treasure. Look at all this history. Kition and Heraclides will be in awe. I'll be famous. We'll be famous.
Glad I could help.
Once I've catalogued what we've discovered, I'll cart it back to the Library of Alexandria, so it can be studied and preserved for the ages.
A perfectly preserved pyramidion. A relic of the gods, and the origin of all good things. The first rays of Ra would fall upon it, and light the way for the Benubad, who flew over the waters of Noon.
A Benny bird is. actually gonna look it up. The Bennu bird in ancient Egyptian mythology is a divine bird often depicted as a heron or phoenix, representing creation, rebirth, and the cyclical nature of life. It is linked to the sun god Ra and the god Osiris and is believed to have played a role in the creation of the world. The Bennu was also associated with the rising of the Nile and the renewal of Egypt. A lot of myths, to be honest, are just kind of like fables, but there are some myths that are kind of based on like some form of history. I wonder if the Bennu bird is kind of based off of a bird that actually existed in real life that the ancient Egyptians thought was divine because of his appearance, but has since gone extinct. Something. Because that kind of seems like something that could exist. Obviously, like the whole like Phoenix stuff probably wouldn't happen, but like if it's like putting the Phoenix aside, the mythological bird Phoenix, I feel like it could be possible that the Bennu bird was actually like a actual bird that the ancient Egyptians saw and thought that was so beautiful and they thought it was like fine. Like a lot of stories kind of passed down from like generation to generation, like ancient society. They're kind of based on something like modicum. Like a lot of people in ancient times are kind of afraid of the unexplained, I guess. And like for example is something I kind of found out. Like in medieval England. Something I kind of found out is in medieval England there was a legend of there was a legend of like a dog called Black Shuck. But it's like there's all types of different stories of that. It's kind of described as like a demon dog called Black Shuck. But for all we know, like Black Shuck could have been a it could have been like a feral dog or a rabid dog or something. We don't know.
Something must be behind here.
And even like Valhalla has actually that's great. Valhalla is actually kind of made like a Black Shuck being an actual boss you can fight in that game. But it's the only way I know of it is because of the database entries for Black Shuck that just kind of implied that it was, and I actually looked into it as well. In fact, it was actually discussed in my class recently. Like when my time when I was learning medieval literature in college, we were kind of covering like this different like, stories of medieval times. And one of them that was kind of brought up was Black Shuck. But it's just could very well be possible that things like Black Shuck that a lot of people just kind of attributed to a myth at the time was actually just a
this room. This is where my quest began. Someone has taken great care of this chamber.
It's actually just like a more mundane creature that a lot of people are so afraid of, or so. Not really afraid, but it's just they were more I guess they're both afraid and more so like an they look at it to be something more to be something a little bit more mundane. Trying to say. How's she gonna go for this viewpoint next? It is so hard for me to like get my thoughts out. I've been trying to commentate. Like, oftentimes I get distracted and I just forget like what I'm trying to say. And I kind of figured this out that I think it's actually because of the fact that this is kind of like something weird that happens to me. And basically, I don't ever like have anything kind of going on in my brain. Like, I don't have like any thoughts going on in my brain. Like, my brain is always clear. Like, I'm never thinking of anything. And this is I kind of realized that this wasn't actually normal in my in the creative writing class I took in my master in grad school. But apparently, a lot of normal people, not like me, they are always thinking of something. They're always just kind of like just thinking about anything, really. And what I kind of found out is it's another live stream thing, hyperspace thing. What I kind of found out is I'm kind of like abnormal in that regard. Like, it's completely unnatural for someone to not be thinking of anything at all times. But for me, it takes more effort for me to think of something for longer than like a second, for longer than like 10 seconds, a minute, than it would to just not think of anything at all. Like, I'm not thinking of anything right now. Like, what I'm talking about is something that's kind of more autonomous. I'm just speaking, not thinking of what I'm saying. It's just something that is just... I've always been able to... Don't even have to think hard about what I'm going to say. I just say it. And, something that I also found... At least I think this is the case. Could be wrong. But my theory is that one of the reasons why I'm having a hard time like getting my thoughts out is because I'm not really like thinking about what I'm saying. I'm just saying it, and because I'm not really like organized in my thought patterns. It's just because I'm not organized in my thought patterns. It just kind of makes me like stumble over my words a lot. I didn't even know what it would be like to actually think about something long time, like it being like something that's kind of like to actually like be like second nature for some people. It's just I don't really know what that's like. And a lot of people, I guarantee you there's a lot of people, and I know for a fact there are a lot of people because I actually kind of had a couple classmates that actually kind of wanted that type of thing to happen. But, probably a lot of people that would think that it's kind of like a blessing, but really, I genuinely believe this to be the case. Just not having like a line of thought in your head going on just actually is a kind of a problem in itself, because it means if I just have nothing going on in my head, then that means that I just won't be able to think critically about a situation. And basically something that I always kind of struggle with is if there's anything logic based that I would need to think about and actually try to solve a thing. Like, there are some puzzles in this game, in games that I covered on Twitch, that I could not figure out because I could not think of a solution because I could not think at all. And I end up having to Google the answer for it. When you see me solving puzzles, I'm not thinking of a solution. I'm just observing what's in the environment and making connections. Like, I'm not thinking, oh, there's this here, there's that here. Obviously, I'm supposed to put those together. Like, I'm not, that's not like how my brain works. Kind of more observation for me than thinking about something, and it's just weird. This is
By all the gods, have they sent a message from the sky? It's as if Ra has descended upon us.
This is the Final Fantasy 15 Easter egg. Continuing with what I was saying before, long way. I essentially, because of how my brain works, I can't really think critically for of like a solution to like something, like a certain problem, because it's so hard for me to like think about anything. But on the flip side, it's probably how it sounds like. It's actually like very easy for me to actually create storylines, because it just comes just so easily for me. But it's
The fireball has revealed an entrance to this tomb. This is a sign from the gods.
fallen star, a large sun glowing blue that fell to the earth from the sky. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my thought real quick before I get distracted again. I was gonna say, thinking of stories is just, thinking of stories to write is just so second nature for me. Like, I don't even have to, like, try to think about it. Like, the stories just come to me. But it's just, if I need to, like, figure something out, like, if I was given a problem to solve in real life, I cannot figure it out. And, like, one of the reasons why I struggled with math and science in high school and college is because those are often, like, logic-based issues, and I cannot number one, my memory has always been shit, and I can't recall, like, anything I learned in class, unless I write it down. But number two, if I'm taking a test, or if I'm trying to solve a problem as homework, it is so difficult for me to figure it out, because my brain just cannot, like, it struggles to like do anything, like struggles to do anything sort of critical thinking skills. So if I am trying to figure out an equation, it takes me longer to figure out the equation than a normal person, even though I've studied, know how to do the equation. It's hard for me to just try and figure it out, because it's hard for me to like guide my thoughts on something. Like, it's just, again, like, my things for solving problems is more observation based and thinking about something. So oftentimes, like, if I solve a problem for like a math homework or something, I look at a problem and I know how to solve it. But if I'm struggling with a problem and I don't know how to solve it, then it's just borderline impossible for me. I pretty much had to look for answers online, or just kind of like had to ask for help, because I can't think critically to solve a problem that I don't really know how to solve. It's hard for me to explain, but it's just how my brain works.
Could this be referring to a sundial? I wonder. This number seems important. This number seems important. This must be the sundial that was depicted in the tomb.
me take another look at that. $15 numbers on that. I'm so confused here. Nine. Oh, maybe when the sundial. I think when the sundial reaches this point, then the path will open because it's the 15th line. See if my theory is correct. That's gonna lead towards a door. Oh, maybe. Looks like a door. Needs to travel faster. What's there? I don't know how to solve this. Let me look this up because I can't figure it out.
seems to be working.
Whoa!
Lights shining up to the gods. By Ra.
You're gonna get smited, Bayek.
I should check the tomb.
I believe Assassin's Creed Origins and
Keepers who guard your portals, who swallow souls and who gulp down the corpses of the dead. What a journey I have made. The things I have seen. I am but one of you.
I think Origins and Final Fantasy 15 came out about the same time. There's Orden, main antagonist of Final Fantasy 15. Such a cool design too. Is that Bahamut? That kind of looks like a sword that Noctis uses in Final Fantasy 15. Ultima Blade. Try it. Better than my sword. Oh my god, it shines like, that's awesome. It shines just like how Noctis' glaives. That's cool. For those curious, those of you who haven't played Final Fantasy 15 and are unsure of what that like glowing effect is, basically in Final Fantasy 15, Noctis has like a power where he's kind of has like a telekinetic power where you can just control like different weapons and kind of use them like as an like an aura around him. And basically from what I understand, at least is what it looks like to me, like this sword seems to be like a reference to that. But there's like 15, maybe 20, maybe there's like 18, I don't know. There's a lot of weapons you can actually get, like a lot of tombs you can explore to get weapons that not just can use in the game. And this is clearly a reference to one of them. I probably won't use it for long.
My life was undone here. Yet now there's a shrine, a memorial where none should be. Could this be for Rutjek? None could care for that snake that began this twisted quest, could they? Rutjek's arrow. I marked his name off my list with this. Now it sits on the ground, forgotten. Someone has sealed this room. The smell of the blood I spilled still lingers here. mummified heron. For resurrection? No. Whoever did this must have known of Rudjek's place in the Order. Rudjek's mask. I barely remember what happened after I stabbed him. Rudjek does not deserve a tomb, but this is an insult. This tomb was made for a pharaoh. Whoever did this has defiled this place. This room has told me all I need to know. This place was a beginning for me, and an end for Rudjek. The arrow marked both of those things. After I stabbed that bastard, things went dark. When I came back to myself, Rudjek was dead. Rudjek's body should have been left to rot. He has been laid to rest with respect by someone who wanted him to enter the Duat prepared. Whoever buried him also left this heron mummy to honor Rudjek with his god's damned namesake in the afterlife. They then returned here to pay respect to Rudjek, if these candles are any indication. No matter what, I know Rudjek's heart was found lacking. That bastard suffers in the afterlife, no matter what was done here. I will be judged one day, but I do not regret my actions. The feather will always be lighter than my heart.
I'm expecting more from that quest. Okay, then that's done. Let's go ahead and go download this quest right. Okay.
You are either very brave or very foolish, setting foot back here.
Nefertari, isn't it? 1,000 blessings are long overdue.
Bastard! Naked Eadet! That was Rudjek's wife. Did you expect anything less? This way, Bayek. And bring along your 1,000 blessings. You will need them.
I feel bad for her. But it had to be done.
You look well. Better than the last time I found you. Are you just better at killing now?
Rudjek was only the beginning.
Yes, your hunt. The heron.
Where are you taking me?
To make amends with Anubis.
Amends? I do not know what you're talking about.
Of course. How could you? You left the moment you woke. You know, all the natron for Egypt is collected here. We send it mostly to Memphis, to cover the bodies of the dead.
I wonder what natron is.
Look at me. No, you're unwell.
Natron has other uses, though. I could use it to disinfect a wound. Or wash the stains of blood off my hands, for example. It looks better, Neb. I will have one of my aides bring something for the pain.
And my brother?
Recovering. He needs rest.
You do not need to remind me. Why are so many of your people ailing?
Because Anubis is displeased. Ever since you left, the torches by his shrines have lost their flame. We are no longer protected.
From what? The wrath of Anubis?
Whatever it is, we have suffered grave injuries trying to reignite them. Some have even vanished. It has become clear that Anubis demands your appeal, and yours alone.
I don't remember this quest either. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lauren Bryson. I didn't even hear the notification go up on my desktop. That's weird. Sup, Ezio here, back from AC. Welcome, welcome.
Nick any Segeriet.
I'll ignite the torches and end this curse, or omen, or whatever it is.
You would do well to, if you ever hope to appease Anubis and gain my pardon. Sophia, give some frankincense to the men at the pool, would you? I don't need to tell you to be careful.
Do not remember this quest at
There
all.
are 3 shrines. One to the south, one atop the natural well, and one inside the bent pyramid. You know your way to that one.
How your stream has been so far? It's been pretty good. Kind of hoping that I'll be able to make some story progress today. Just depends on how much you're able to get done. But I'm not really sure, because I think that we may be able to like complete like this region and biome. How much more, I am unsure of that. I think the next assassination target is a biome away. I just don't know how far I'm gonna get. Since this is
Anubis should be here.
100% playthrough, I'm doing every side quest, every location, so.
This torch has fallen over. Where's the head?
Do you play AC often? I've been playing Assassin's Creed games on stream pretty much since I started streaming on this channel. Started with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, worked my way up. I'm a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed series. I played pretty much every game except for the Chronicle games. But, yeah, I'm a big fan of the series.
This fence is broken. Was there a struggle? Nefertari was not exaggerating. This one died trying to light the torch. There's the torch head. It must have fallen from the ledge when the torch was tipped over.
I have completed every series till Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So far, in relation to this game, this series, I've 100%ed and essentially got the platinum on every game except for Origins and Valhalla at this point, and I guess Shadows, but I'm still working on that. But at this point, like, it's almost 100%ed and platted every single game of the series.
Charms. This should do it. All I need to do now is light it.
I like this. There you go.
Gatekeeper of the Duat. I honor your name.
You have a Discord or something where you hang out? I don't have a Discord chat. Still trying to like build an audience right now, so I don't really think it's a good idea to kind of create a Discord when I don't really have like an active audience. When I do have like a lot of people just come back and just kind of hanging out on stream, then I will create a Discord then. But no, I don't have like a Discord thing right now. I do have a Discord account, but I don't have a Discord group. A lot of people I've noticed kind of follow my channel. They kind of expecting me to play like a specific game, and when I finish that game and I move on to the next project, they just kind of stopping by. So it's kind of hard for me to like gain an audience when a lot of people just kind of expect me to play a certain game and kind of stop watching after I complete it. So the unfortunate thing is, because I'm pretty sure your vibes are matching so well. Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
The thing is, I always play games for 100% completion, and 100% is not a popular category on Twitch. So I'm kind of like fighting the curve right now, and I'm also not, I don't often like stream the training games on Twitch. So it's been kind of a struggle for my channel to grow because of that.
Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name.
Would you add me on Discord if I give you my account? Sure. I can actually send you my Discord name. You don't have to like send it in the chat. It's the same profile picture as my Twitch one. All my streams will be going live on will be going up on YouTube. So I figure you don't want your name to be kind of showed on the YouTube video. So that's why I kind of sent my name instead. Yes, that's correct. It's the same, spelled the same way as my Twitch name. Is that the hyena lair I took out? Yeah, it is.
Shrine. One of the torches must be here. There is blood on its linens. Someone hung these. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. That was no simple task. There are other forces at work here.
Screwing up, hitting all the wrong buttons. I don't think I'm gonna use a sword for that much longer, to be honest. I feel like it's too powerful. I mean, it's a good sword.
That is the last torch. I should return to Nefertari.
Let me know when you send it and I'll go ahead and accept your request. Send your request, okay. I accepted it. To be friends now on Discord.
What news do you bring?
The torches burn with a relentless flame.
Then I pray Anubis will grant us pardon.
There were charms left beside each one. Does that mean anything to you?
Beside the torches,
Most likely to ward off the omen.
I will keep my eyes open. In the meantime, some rebels nearby need treatment. I normally make the trips, but I am needed here. Sufia has offered to go in my place, but only if you escort her.
It will be done.
Bayek, I hope this hunt of yours ends soon, before you cannot return from what you have become.
Wait. It sounded like there's a quest. Oh, there is. Where is your Phobos? Phobos isn't in this game. It's in Odyssey, and haven't summoned him yet. I have a Nectu legendary mount I got from the stables. I actually got very lucky that I went to the stables in Memphis and there's like 2 legendary mounts and I only had enough for 1. Got that Phobos one?
Good to see you, Namrud.
Nefertari sent reinforcements, I see.
His name is Bayek, a dear friend of Nefertari's. I've asked him to come along and he graciously accepted.
I suppose we all do.
I hear you are in some trouble. I owe a favor to Nefertari.
If it's as you say, follow me and stay close. We've got quite a journey ahead.
Don't you know about that armor in this game, though? What armor are you talking about? You talking about the Isu armor?
The path to the mine
I am
was
aware of
clear,
it.
but that doesn't mean it will be on the way back.
Haven't unlocked it
Ready
yet.
for any-
Need to do the rest of the stone circles for by side quest to unlock the Isu armor. Done about like 4 of them so far. Be 5.
You seem uneasy, Namrud. Why the hesitance?
I don't like straying from the plan. These lands are teeming with dangers. Bandits, soldiers, the wild. It's why we make the trips at night. Helps avoid trouble.
Yes.
Where are you camped?
In an abandoned fort to the west. Our point of retreat.
It's usually the
From
best
what?
looking alpha in the game.
Attack on a nearby encampment. There were more soldiers than we thought. Lost a lot of good men.
How many wounded?
Enough. That's why being close to their mine is so important. The healers work wonders. We are lucky Nefertari allows these deals.
My stream schedule is linked to the bio of my channel. Currently, I'm working on 4 games a week. On Wednesdays, I am streaming Marvel Rivals from 1 p.m. to 5. On Fridays, obviously, Assassin's Creed Origins. 1 p.m. to 5. On Saturdays, Sims 3 Pets is labeled as 1 p.m. to 5, but I can't actually play that 360 game with longer than 2 hours without my Xbox overheating. So it's really like 1 p.m. to 3. And on Sundays, I am playing Darksiders War Master Edition. I'm actually really close to finishing that game and getting essentially the platinum for it.
Risks her neck. The mine belongs to the regime after all. We should be out of harm's way once we cross that bridge. This is it.
What's your favorite character in Marvel Rivals? I've been really liking playing Psylocke and Invisible Woman. Those are probably like my main duelist and healer. But I also love playing as Emma Frost.
When we get inside, I will need your help to tend to the wounded while Sophia prepares the natron. I pray we have not lost more men.
I will set up. Bayek, follow Namrut. He will show you what to do.
Cold.
These men,
I am so
move them
cold.
to the rear, by the kilns. This way, we will line them up. It will be easier for Sophia.
Your band is much smaller than I imagined.
Small, but united. We fight for one another. I am merely one of them, spared by the gods this time.
I'm streaming on the Xbox Series X. That's the newest one. Oh, I also have a PS5, and I occasionally stream PS5 games as well.
Careful.
And when I eventually cover Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm actually going to be playing it on PlayStation 5. And I'm going to get the Platinum Trophy for that game since I already essentially got it on Xbox.
Their wounds are severe, but they'll live if Sophia is anything like Nefertari.
You and Nefertari are old friends.
Something like that. She saved my life after I killed Rudjek.
You are the one that killed Rudjek, huh? I cannot believe it. By the gods, the brazier! The fire will alert the regime! They have found us!
Which one do you prefer? I grew up on Xbox, so I kind of have a little bit of bias towards that. Although there are some things admittedly that,
Kill the wounded last.
there are some things that admittedly the PlayStation does better.
Lay down your weapons, and we will make it quick.
I would rather stick my sword down your throat.
Those who oppose Ptolemy's reign die.
Those who fight me die.
This one fights alongside these rebels. A fool's choice.
Just stop backing away. Yes, I'm overpowering you.
It's Sophia.
You are a
She lit
murderer!
the brazier. Why would she draw the soldiers to us?
Is she playing good? I'm impressed. Thank you.
The omens. It was you. Why?
Rujek, I loved him. He promised me a better life. You took him from me.
Now I see. You're Rudjek's mistress. Well, your fucking lover killed my son. I feel nothing for you.
You are meant to die. Ah!
What a shame. Such a pretty girl. There's no room for pretty in our war.
Death drives us to do things we regret.
She tricked us both.
Your men?
The pile of dead gets bigger. We will treat the survivors. No time to fetch another healer.
How have you been, housewife? Life's been going pretty well. I'm actually, finished my first book, several months ago, and it's actually finally nearing the end of the editing process. And I'll hopefully be publishing it soon after. I am also, working on drafting the second book as well. We're done with this region. But I'm technically a published author right now. I have my master's project published by my university. But this will be the first full book that I will have published. I can take a look at my abilities. Probably I have 3. Know what I want. Alright, I was working on. Yeah, I want to get this. I want to get this ability. Alright. Funny enough, like a lot of people I kind of grew up with, are actually like really surprised that I kind of followed the path of writer, because I was kind of like a pretty goofy kid growing up. In fact, I was actually bullied a lot because of my autism. But a lot of people, a lot of my friends I kind of grew up with were just really surprised to hear that I'm kind of following the path of a writer.
Whoa.
I spent like most of my time in the library in school. That's like the only safe place I had from the bullies, and possibly because of that, like I just kind of was drawn towards writing. Is this guy dead? I am so tired of working, man. I've had a peaceful time with you. Well, thank you. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Here, and do this viewpoint. I haven't been to this part of the game. I last beat it. Beat this game in 2016. Don't really remember like what's coming next, to be honest. Remember some parts of the main missions coming up, but I don't remember all. About 2 hours into the stream, I'm gonna be streaming for another 2 hours. If you're interested in kind of seeing more of my content, I do have a YouTube channel. It's kind of linked to my Twitch channel as well, but it's my YouTube channel is zboy896 Twitch stream archive. A lot of my older content are just kind of like lacking in quality compared to my newer content. But if you want to see more of what I've kind of covered on this channel, you can actually kind of see it there. I'm an artist, though. I would like to show my projects to you if you're down. I'm not interested in hiring another artist right now. I currently live in America and kind of relying off of Social Security checks. And right now, our idiot president is threatening to gut Social Security, and if he does that, then I won't have any income to pay off my rent. So I need to be a little bit stingy with money for until I can get like a more stable income. Why is there blood over here? Unfortunately, I'm not looking to hire an artist right now, and I already have artists that I would already work with. But if you want to send me a work, I'll gladly take a look, but I'm not interested in hiring an artist right now. Leaning Tower in Fayum, north of Dionysius Caravanserai. There's a tower with a hole by its feet. It's in need of support, so I sit behind it, but the wooden beams seem... What is that? Fayum. I don't know what that is. So keep an eye out for the Dionysius, whatever that's called. I'm actually kind of hoping that once my book is published, actually be able to kind of more easily support myself, and I'm hoping I can actually move out of my parents' house and into like a cheap apartment.
I should be cautious around here.
Hey, what? Die, worm. You like the carrots, but more absurd. Getting tired? There you are.
Really? A lot of chests here. Instructions, Captain. The new laws providing increased protection for Greek farms are expected to create some unrest amongst the Egyptians. As such, and in line with those laws, add extra patrols in and around the Greek farms. Make sure you do it without decreasing vigilance in other areas, even if it means in creating double shifts. All subversion is to be dealt with promptly and harshly. I will not allow protests or trouble from vigilantes to affect the stability of Coronis Omar. Really beautiful location. No. Okay, actually may be able to get to the main mission at this point. I've been making a lot of progress lately.
Distract the enemy.
And jerk.
What? Where are you?
Dude, will you just chill out? There we go. Kinda like, I swear to God, like, every single time, like, someone new comes, always an art. I don't think I've had, like, someone actually do my channel. Like, someone actually normal, like, not an artist. I don't think I had, like, someone like that come to my channel and actually kind of talk to me in a while. And I'm starting to notice a pattern. Every single time an artist comes to my channel, they always compliment me, and then they just kind of eventually lead up to, kind of wanting to, like, show off their work to advertise my thing. And whenever I say that I'm not interested, I'm an artist.
And here I am, at last, in the fire. I will root out the agents of the Crocodile.
Whenever, I was gonna say, whenever I tell them they're not interested in hiring an artist right now, they always end up leaving. It's honestly kind of getting tiring at this point. Honestly, kind of something I've been kind of hoping will eventually change is when I get my book published and my novel is out there. I'm kind of hoping that will kind of cause my channel to grow and actually get normal people, like non-artists, to follow me and support my channel. But it's just growth on my channel is just severely stagnated.
What? Just about dead.
I keep on getting controls mixed up from Origins and Shadows. Keep on trying to evade, and I keep on crouching. Those are backwards, and okay, there's something I missed back there.
Everyone, be careful. Nick any Sigiriet.
It's also kind of frustrating. Oh shit, What's kind of frustrating is oftentimes whenever an artist follows my channel, whenever they realize that I'm not interested in hiring a new one, they unfollow me. So I gain a follower, and then I lose a follower soon. And that is just so frustrating for me. I've been at like 92, 93 followers for the past like month.
Best not to draw attention here.
Hey, what? That's it. Die. The
Okay, I have to try it.
Hey! Menjai!
I cannot deal with these shield guys. There we go. That's Storm Blades. I'm really a good one. I really like dual blades in this game. Go back here and we'll do this one that I missed. I'm kind of like demoralized. Now. I was so hopeful. Just so hopeful, like I had someone new, not an artist. And you don't know like how much I've been just wanting my channel to grow again. Like I've been doing kind of the same things I've always been doing. It's just I'm just kind of tired. I'm tired of like artists following me only for the purpose of trying to gain a client, and then always unfollowing me when I tell them like I'm not interested in hiring an artist.
Whoa.
What I've been trying to do, like I swear to God, like all I've been trying to do for the past God knows how long is to try and build an active audience.
Whoa.
Every single time I think I get someone that's interested in like my content, it's always an artist. I have a third chest marked. I'm actually going to resurface and continue to tag the last chest. I'm so demoralized right now that I actually kind of want to end the stream. Just I want to take a break already. You don't know how happy I was because I thought I finally got a normal person. One of my friends, who also streamed for a time, who doesn't stream anymore, at least he's not streaming currently, he always got annoyed whenever he encountered artists in his chat. He essentially calls them scammers. There might be some truth in what he's saying. There's a lot of artists out there are just out there just earning a quick buck. Don't really care about you or your channel. just want to earn a profit. And unfortunately, there's a lot of artists out there that also use AI for their artwork. I actually kind of had a relationship turned sour with a former artist that I once worked with because of the fact that it was clear that she was using AI for the artwork.
Whoa.
And when I requested something that she required something for her to actually do herself, it was clear that she...
Hot. Stay there.
It was clear that she lacked, like, the skills to actually make... Wow. I really wish I could just show, like, something that this artist made that I was just so freaking disappointed with. Unfortunately, I don't want to, like, negatively affect her by just kind of, like, sharing, like, bad images she made. But, the stuff that she made from this, asking her to make, like, the cover art for my book, and I had, like, a vision of what I wanted to do. She was just making some horrible stuff.
Hey! Going to gut you.
Too slow. There. Oh.
Hey, who are you? You can't hide forever, and I'll be waiting.
Like, I would never, like, actively, like, talk shit about someone to the point that it would just negatively affect their work, but it's like stories that I could tell. A really, like, really fucked up story that I could tell. But I can't tell it, as that would just be a negative story for this artist that I had a lot of respect for, and I wouldn't want to, like, her to, like, get any negative thing that would negatively affect her work, but I don't like to be an asshole. There's a lot of artists that are just like her. Fortunately. I'm actually gonna go back to that area because I want to check to see if there is a arrow thing. I need to replenish my supply of arrows. Arrows. Arrows, there's gotta be something here in this military camp. Hey, did I just see something? As records, the record of taxes owed by farmers in the Fayum, it doesn't take a scribe's eye to notice that Egyptians pay an unfair majority.
What?
Another was a, there's got to be a arrow thing. Whatever you want to call it. I need to resupply my, stock of arrows.
Hey!
I'll kill you!
Oh, I thought. There we go. Okay, now let's head to the next location.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Hey, what?
Almost done with this thing. Look, I'm probably getting the stream after we clear out this area.
Whoa. Yeah.
You there! Stop!
You should not have come here. Alarm! Over here! Too slow.
Honestly, I thought this sword was like very powerful. It may have just been like
Hey, what?
There you are.
may have just been I was fighting weak enemies. I think there's a tomb to be found in this area.
Whoa.
I think I also should mention I'm having a website, a professional website being made for my book, my novel project, and novel projects, I should say, and it'll allow you to actually buy the books.
Whoa.
Kind of like an ambitious project at this point, because it's there's like things that I want to do for it, but I don't know if I will be able to do it. One things I want to do is I want all the list, like a page that kind of shows a list of books that I'm planning on write, as well as a bar to kind of determine like how to kind of show just how close it is to being done. And for example, is for my first book. For my first book, it's final draft. The third draft just finished. Just in the process of being revised. Actually, nearing the end revision process. So we'll probably say, 100% written. In revision process now, and when it's in, I'll say ready to be published, and when it's published, it'll say published, type of thing. And done one of these in a while.
Papo, do you think I'll have many children?
Hey, I hope you give your mother and I many grandchildren.
I'll have to find a wife then.
You are young, my son. There's no reason to rush.
I won't rush. But what if I already know?
You need to learn how to be a Magi first. Oh, Tawaret, the hippopotamus who walks, Lady of the Birth House. She is the goddess of fertility and childbirth, mistress of the horizon. She brings with her the yearly flood of Ar.
How many of these have I done? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Unlikely to play out. There's an Egyptian god that I am aware of that's essentially like a dwarf god. Can't remember what that guy's name is, but I read about it in a pre-ordered book focusing on Greek, Egyptian mythology. I was a huge fan of the Percy Jackson series growing up. In fact, the Percy Jackson series is partially what my novel project my main one is kind of modeled after. But in that book, in his story, one of the things that he wrote about, one of the characters he wrote about was a dwarf god that was kind of had a relationship with the hippo goddess, Tarwet, that we just kind of saw a thing of. And I just thought it was kind of funny because, funny that we just did that one when I was kind of one of the things that I was kind of aware of. There's like kind of like a scene, and I don't even know if Rick Gordon is still working on that. I think he made like one trilogy focusing on Egypt, Egyptian mythology, and then I don't know if he did anything more of that. He missing the desert there. That's something we're gonna. Well. Wait a minute, hold on. I think I know exactly what quest that is. I think I remember that quest. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually kind of like a really interesting quest. I think it kind of leads to a tomb. This kind of looks like a church. Why? Probably because of the shape of the roof. Was Christianity a thing at this time? Obviously, it's not a church like it is now, but I mean, I'm actually kind of curious. The Christianity, actually, I know the answer to that. Christianity wasn't a thing until like much later on, but I think Judaism was definitely a thing, but I don't think it was in Egypt. Oh, hi. Actually, there's probably some Jews in Egypt. How they were treated. I think there's a lot of people that kind of believe that because of the story of Moses, that it was the Jews that kind of built the pyramids, but while it was kind of known that it was slave labor that built the pyramids, that it was kind of like more unknown if it was specifically Jewish slaves. I think that's been like kind of confirmed, but it's been kind of believed by many people because of the Bible. It's been kind of believed because of the Bible that the Egyptians employed like Jewish slaves, but nothing's like really been confirmed at this point. Other than the fact that we do know that it was slave labor that built the pyramid. Just don't know like what nationality those slaves are. Although, if you were to like go to Israel, like people, remember Israel? Is it Israel? I think there's actually some parts of Egypt where there's like, I think there's like a, remember that there was like a Jewish community in Egypt, some parts of Egypt. People actually do kind of revere Moses. And there are some people that, I remember watching a documentary where there was people that kind of believe that they found like the tomb of Moses and kind of like all that kind of stuff. It's like a really interesting documentary series that I watch. I've actually been kind of watching this kind of host for a while. Like, he used to have a show on Sci-Fi called Destination Truth. His name is Josh Gates as a host. But he had like a show on Sci-Fi called Destination Truth. And it was essentially him just trying to like go to different places and try and like find out if there is any like evidence of any sort of like supernatural beings that a lot of people kind of, a lot of cultures kind of believe exist. Like, he kind of went to like the Himalayas to investigate the Getty, went to like Africa to investigate like different sort of cryptozoological like animals, all this kind of stuff. It's really kind of interesting. They never really find anything concrete. Like, they kind of see some strange things that experts just can't really identify. And they kind of found like a tuft of fur at one point that the experts couldn't really identify to any. Fuck was that? These sort of animals, so it's kind of implied that it was like an undocumented species that Josh Gibbs found. What the fuck is that? Hold on, I'll get back. My dog was literally right outside my door crying, and it just startled me when I first heard it. It used to air on Sci-Fi, that TV show, and now he has a TV show called Expedition Unknown, where he kind of like investigates. Oh shit! There's a form. It investigates different
whoever thinks they can mess with us,
different mysteries in like history and all this kind of stuff. And he kind of like joins different archaeologists around the world, and like figure out like what happened in history and all this kind of stuff. It's really interesting. Why is it so high level? Why is it so high level? We are going to come back to this. Yeah, it's like also has different like TV show. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that when we're 4. Mark for this.
I saw the beasts with my own eyes. Demons.
what was I gonna say? He has a TV show, different than TV shows besides Expedition. No, he has like legendary locations. He has, can't remember what else he has, but they're really interesting to watch. I always feel like I'm not things watching it. I haven't watched it in a while though, but really like interesting stuff. I just kind of more so like interested to watch it because I'm just kind of fascinated to learn the history of like different cultures.
What's wrong with you? Out of the way! Clear the way!
I should not be seen in this area.
The thing I kind of found out that it's kind of like a kind of gross to me, to be honest. I don't think I'll ever be able to do it. There is actually in some countries like especially like some like Asian countries. I can't remember which one it was. India. But there's some countries where like eating like fried bugs is a delicacy. I think I'll ever be able to do it. And what's kind of funny is the host Josh Gates always ended up like eating into like strange foods. And the last one I watched, like he had like a fried spider. A fried tarantula, and he actually bit into the abdomen. I don't think I'll ever be able to do it. There's no amount of money in the world that will convince me to like a fried tarantula.
Whoa.
They also like eat like fried crickets, fried maggots, or whatever. It's different culture. Not something that I would do.
هريد نوحة ياهو
A lot of markers here. I think I'll probably end the stream when I complete like all the locations here. We'll just save the class for next time.
Whoa.
just really want to take a break. Oh, there is a lot to do here. Interesting. I can actually see the smoke sky there. I think I remember this location. This is familiar to me.
Did you hear about that new stall with the treasures from the temple in Siwa?
From a temple? Are you crazy? You don't want something stolen from a god? Wait, are they real?
Why do you think they are so expensive? I would sell my whole life for an Ankh of Amun.
The Blasphemer. There is a place for remembrance for the unfortunate masses in northwest Harvest Nome. While I rest here immobile, I cannot escape God's grace, but at least every dawn I avoid him longer than the others. Harvest Nome, where's that? Here. That for later.
This area is off limits.
That could have been bad. And last one. What I'm kind of concerned about, thinking about now. Actually, no, I don't think there's any reason to be concerned. I was gonna say, the fact that this was such a high level area makes me wonder if it's supposed to be high level. Like, even stop it. Even if I were to get like, I don't know, like 5 levels, or like 5 levels, get 5 levels higher. I don't know if this will actually stay the same, if it will actually decrease. I'm thinking it will decrease, because if it was supposed to be high level enemies, they would all be skull enemies. In fact, there were some that were higher than me. I think that's not the case.
This evil boy has profaned the gods. His punishment will be prosperity for all.
Prosperity for all, they say. Well, where is it? Where are the benefits? The peace of mind? It is all with the Greek.
Hey! Dive!
They're in requisition order. For the benefit of Fayum's continued prosperity, this house in prime land is hereby requisitioned for Fayum. Plot will preserve for the expected influx of foreign investors and distributed at the sole discretion of the government. The Egyptian owners will be compensated with a similar home on the outskirts of Emeria. As a result of the government's strategic land reclamation project, we project multiplying return for everyone in years to come. Prosperity for all, security for all, culture for all. I hope I could do another tomb. I thought there was a tomb in this area, but I don't think there is. This location surprises me.
Whoa.
I went the wrong way. But this way. I guess I can go that way, but I need to swim across the water.
Burning corpses. This is blasphemy. Who did this?
Whoa.
Oh, this might be our first hermit location. Maybe. I haven't done a hermit location yet. Just the fact that there's like a weird pathing here, I you think it is a hermit location. It is. Our very first hermit location. Free skill point. I think it is a skill point. Yes, it does. Get anything new? We have 3. I want. I guess we can get chariot. See, I'm gonna do the water locations next. The last thing that I do for this stream. Dick. How beat up my ship is. Something I should mention, I think I mentioned this before. Got some more. But I recently unlocked sponsorships, and I am fairly convinced that because of the fact that I took an average at maybe, and I'm pretty sure that one viewer is myself, that I wouldn't actually be able to ask me anything for a sponsorship. But I just unlocked some new ones, so I have options available to me. I just don't know how worth it would be.
My need is great.
وهس دب
Okay, let's see what this has in store for us. The location is done.
place is heavily guarded.
Yeah, so far so good.
Hey! You can't outrun me. There! Won't escape that way, God Prince! I'm going to gut you when I find you. Hey, what? There you are. What? Going to gut you.
Okay. Done. Not exactly smooth, but we got the job done. Why is that guard dead? I can kill him. Commendation for the No Mark of Fayum. I wish to commend the Euhemerus Fleet Command for their efforts in maintaining the security of Fayum. Your watchful presence over our shores is a continual reminder to the citizens of Euhemera of the mighty might of Ptolemy's navy. Prosperity, all culture for all, security for all, No Mark.
What?
Yeah, salute up. Here's ship now. It's gonna take one of the boats, like, anchored to this thing. We just have a few more locations to do, and then we're going to be wrapping up the stream for now. We'll save doing the side quest for next time. Like another blockade. That's pissing in the water.
I must be careful now.
Capering lunatic. Great.
Hey, what?
That's it. Die.
I have your guts for that.
Who are you? What? Going to gut you.
And where is treasure? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, marked. Two treasures found here. Okay, they're all in the water. There's two. horrifying. Get out of here. Fat water buffalo. Water buffalo, but water cow. Get out of here. Last one. Here. Water buffaloes or something else. Actually, they're native to Africa. So same continent, just different country. Oh, Africa is the name of the continent that Egypt is on. I mean, like, I don't even know like what country in Africa water buffaloes are found. I just know they're found in Africa. I don't know if they're only in Africa though. They could be in another country. They are not hippos. Almost there.
They will attack on sight here.
This shit. Going to kill you. Die, bastard.
I knew they were gonna attack me. Okay, come on. Oh, there's something we missed here. Oh, you suck. Go away. Ran over a hippo.
Die, worm!
I am the Greek destroyer. Okay, let's go here and clear this last location that we're missing, and that'll be it. A few Crocodile here. That. Oh, is that another sun circle? Might be. Oh, there's two in Fayum. Like a bandit camp.
Hey, what?
Where is the chest? Yeah, let's do this last stone circle. Looks like it'll be very surprised if there's two in that location. Bye.
Your time's up, dog.
Yeah, let's do it.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Another stone circle. Pisces.
Papa, why do people die?
We are not gods. Everything must die. It is what Amun has ordained for us.
Will we be together in the afterlife?
Be brave and strong. Fight for justice. Do not lie. This is all anyone can do. Ma'at will decide if we are worthy to walk together in the field of Rites. I'm sure you will, though. Your car is good. Pisces, the two fish. Joined by the thread of this life, they are forever balanced between the afterlife and the underworld.
Don't know where this goes. That's not it. Down here? I can't find it. I cannot find it. Not it. This is it. Hey, there's another location. I did not do a good job exploring the area. Every time I think I'm about to be done, more stuff comes up.
Whoa.
There we go. Yeah, all that stuff is in uncharted areas. Let's go ahead and fast travel here, because we're gonna start off in this area. Ah, God, stretching. Actually gonna set this quest up. I know exactly which one this is, and it's actually a quest I really like. That's gonna do it for today, though. If you are remotely interested in what see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be played for 1% completion. I'm gonna. Oh, this actually gets a legendary sickle sword. Nice. I'm gonna be streaming Assassin's Creed Origins yet again on Fridays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming SimCity Pass for 1% completion on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. And I'm going to be playing Darksiders War Master Edition for 1% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. As a tentative live stream, which means I'll continue to play it so long as I continue to have fun, I'm going to be playing Marvel Rivals for 1% completion on Wednesdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.